Sometimes our best laid plans fall at the wayside. This is not a CX roulette. I'll explain why not. But games from a fan. Let's see what I bought. Welcome to PS2 Mini Games.
PS2 Mini Games.
Hello guys, welcome to PS2 Mini Games. Another glorious week for the channel that could. I don't know what the hell that opening was. I'm just going to go with it.
The hell was that?
Last week we started the new strategy. I say strategy. We started the new system of doing episodes Thursdays and Sundays. And I believe it went well. Could be wrong. Sunday's time when we release episodes might change. But overall, I think it went reasonably well. And I did say, I believe last Thursday or Sunday, this would be a CX Roulette episode. And it was very much intended to be that episode. But sadly, I made a mistake for the third time, the same mistake. I trusted Royal Mail. And consequently, even though I bought the CX game on Saturday, and it was posted on Saturday, it has taken more than 3 working days for a CX parcel to turn up. So one of two things has happened yet again. Either A, CX are lying, or more obviously B, the parcel's either been lost by Royal Mail, or their second class post isn't as fast as it actually should be. So we come at option B. I've been saying this for quite a while, but I bought some games from a fan who's actually part of my Discord and other Discords I'm into. So for the rest of this episode, we should call him KP. KP, I'm assuming is his initials. I'm not going to ask his name. Or he's a big fan of KP nuts. It could be any of them. I'm sure it's just your initials. Thank you for this, by the way. Greatly appreciated. We'll get into what I bought from him. But what is the plan for the CX Roulette? So if I manage to get the parcel in the next few days, we will have a bonus episode on Tuesday. So next week, there should be 3 episodes. I am slightly worried I'm going to burn myself out doing this, but fuck it, let's roll with it.
You know what? Fuck it.
On a side note, it has been noted that apparently some people watch with their children. I greatly appreciate that, that's amazing. I do swear a bit though. So, I would ask any children who watch this not to repeat any certain words I use, especially one word beginning with F, 4 letters long, that gets said maybe once a week on this channel. It's not intentional, it just comes out nearly every episode. Consequently, Sunday's episode, coming this Sunday for obvious reasons, lol, is also an episode based on games I received from a fan. That was recorded before this though, as this is quite the immersive episode, because once again, Royal Mail could not do their job. No laughter there, I'm actually incredibly angry. Moving on. You know, I'm not that super angry, I'm just disappointed. Maybe I'm going to have to order the CX roulettes like a week in advance now, just to counteract the potential loss of parcel, or the potential misplacement of parcel, or the fact that CX didn't actually send it out. But according to the app, it was dispatched, so I'm going to trust CX this time. David, friend of the channel, his online tag I believe is David Ishis, like Insidious, but David on front, so David Sidious. Once again, if I get it wrong, my friend, I'm sorry. Anyway, he asked the very simple question, and wise question, how many games are you currently up to? I need to recount, and when I recount, obviously I'll be, once again, filing. I really need to file, actually. But luckily, I've got a day off tomorrow, so filing probably will commence tomorrow. But I'm going to roughly guess we're hitting between the mid-1600s now, which is fantastic. To be honest, in the last 2 to 3 months, due to going different places and just basically doing a lot more shopping, we are finding games faster than I anticipated. Good! Obviously, that also has a negative. Obviously, there's now less games to find, more places to go to when I have any games. I'm going to waste a lot more of my time trying to hunt these things. So, double-edged sword, it's going to be a pisser. And yes, that Joker's coming in 3, 2, 1.
What a pisser.
I'm sure you're sick of that by now. In all seriousness, Airplane is still one of my favourite films of all time. It was so ridiculous. Some of the jokes. I would splice in some of the jive, but never ever going to get some jive in this PS2 Mini Games. I mean, cut me some slack, Jack. I'm now in a somewhat precarious position. I've recorded like 3 or 4 episodes in the last 3 or 4 days, and I don't know what's going to come out first, so I don't know what you're going to hear first. So we're just going to say it again. If I repeat myself in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I apologise. But Dan wants to go on another gaming hunt, and so do I. But I'm going to wait a little while to try and recoup some monies I've spent the last month. Because if anyone's been watching the channel last month, between the Roller Rose and all the other games, you can roughly guess how much has been dropped on this channel last month. Not going to say out loud, I'm still slightly ashamed of myself.
How? How did I spend that much money?
As you can tell, I'm a bit perky at the moment. I've had 2 coffees, I'm literally like raring to go. Everyone knows how it is. Like after like 2 coffees, you're like, ah! Then like half an hour, you're like, yeah. I'm at that perky situation, so we're running with the ball at the moment. We are full of energy. First time in a while. So anyway, here is the parcel. As you can tell, I did not put my address on the other side. Mistakes have been made. Yeah. In one of the first episodes of this channel, we're talking like 3 or 4 episodes, I accidentally put my address on the screen for about 2 seconds. After some people who told me, Ember Games just messaged me saying, your address is on the screen.
Aw, crap.
I was like, oh shit, and that got deleted forever. Anyway, so I'm never gonna make that mistake again. Anyway, let's just throw an ad break. We'll see what's in the box. Yeah, it's a box. I'll see you on the other side, guys.
They don't call it a sonic boom for nothing. Sonic is reborn for the next generation, and this time, speed won't be enough. It'll take an all-out force of nature.
Welcome back to PS2 Mini Games, and before anyone else sees it, yes, I'm rocking my own t-shirt. To be honest, I've got no ego. It's a rare moment I actually pat myself on the back, but the ego is running wild, brother! I don't like making Hulk Hogan jokes because he's a bit of a racist and quite right-wing. Hulk Hogan's getting into Scientology apparently. That's a hell of a choice. As we've spoken about in the past, Hulk Hogan, the list of lies Hulk Hogan has said in his life is amazing, and it doesn't shock me trying to get into Scientology. Kind of fits like a glove, a very deep glove. And let's get back on course. So this literally happened in the last 3 or 4 days. I was literally just out. I was doing a bit of shopping, not game shopping, just normal shopping, food shopping. Just got a random text from this man named KP, and he sent me a message like, "I've got these games. I know you're on your list. Would you be interested in them?" This is how the conversation went. So he goes, "Hello, PS2 Mini Games. I've got these games. You really want to find them. Would you be interested in buying them?" To which I replied, "Hell yeah, I would." And he goes, "Okay, I'm looking for this price." And honestly, she went, "Yeah, that's good enough for me." Paid him, got him. There was no negotiation. Okay, in all seriousness, these are very hard to find. They're not top-end games like Spence. They're just like shovelware, incredibly hard to find games. And you'll see while we open the box up, they're not in CX, stock in CX at all. And I don't know if I've ever seen them in actually a CX store. Just one. These are games that you're not shocked to find them in Britain, but you understand why you don't find them in Britain. Because obviously this is going to take me a bloody ages to open this box. So I will see you on the other side. Come on, come on.
2 hours later.
We've finally gotten through the box. Well packaged, so I appreciate it, Mr. KP. You make lovely nuts, by the way. Yes, I'm seriously. No, seriously, thank you for this. I appreciate that. So all 3 of these games are from the same genre. They're all sports titles, but actually see in a second, these are hard to find for one reason. AFL Live 2004. This is Aussie Rules Football. Also 2005 and 2006. Now, for those of you who don't understand or never heard of Aussie Rules Football, obviously it's a sport only played in Australia. Think of a mixture. How can I describe it? Think rugby with many different rules. You can run with the. I believe you can run with the ball. You can kick the ball. Men wearing reasonably tight clothing. How can I put this? Very physical sport. So I'll go with that one. I've watched one match before, and it wasn't my cup of tea. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to splice some clips in here, and you're going to see what Aussie Rules Football is kind of all about. I will say, as you can imagine, quite massive in Australia to this day, I firmly believe. So I'm going to splice some clips in now, and you'll see what it's all about.
To get him fit and playing well, or suddenly looking.
And welcome back. So as you see, it's an interesting sport. But what's actually interesting me the more is that the 2005-2006 editions are iToy enhanced. So that means that I can actually play these two of the iToys. So I can actually be the Aussie Rules footballer. That should be interesting if I ever try that. I must be honest. But I did pay a little more than I should for these games. But I want to make this point again. These are impossible to find, and by impossible, I mean incredibly hard. They're not impossible. I mean, KP proved that. You might notice that a lot of the games that are like shovelware or like low-key games, incredibly hard to find games, have been sent to me or I've bought from a fan. You can't sense this. You have really helped me find these games, honestly. Remember, I bought like a lot of shovelware games from a fan. From Dan the Dude, I found Pro Evolution Soccer 2014. A very hard game to find. A lot of the hardest games I have found have come from fans. And once again, I appreciate that you are helping me. You helped me try and get a full PS2 PAL set. It is. I'm gonna be real. It's so hard finding some of these games. You know what? How hard can it possibly be? Incredibly hard. It's harder than I ever thought it was going to be because I'm utterly insane. I went head deep into this, and I'm gonna still try and do it. I'm not stopping. But it's so much harder than I thought it was going to be. Oh my god, you have no idea. But once again, thank you to Mr. KP for this. It's greatly appreciated. I will try these out of curiosity to see what Australian Rules Football or Aussie Rules Football is all about. That's pretty much it for this show. This show? Good lord. That's pretty much it for this week. Please comment and subscribe. Once again, there'll be a bonus episode on Tuesday for the CX Roulette because Royal Mail couldn't deliver a parcel probably. So you'll get a free episode next week. So that should be interesting for everyone. Once again, thank you to Mr. KP for these free games. At the weekend, there's another person who sent me games. Once again, you know who you are. Thank you. I try not to use people's real names because some people don't want to be their names thrown out there, and this gentleman only used his initials, so that actually kind of helps me. So thank you guys. I'll see you next week. It'll be Sunday. I'll see you in 3 days. Bye.